This is the second half of an audio recording of the Sallekha Sutta, translated as the Discourse on Effacement by Nyanaponika Thera. Beginning in the section called Effacement, verse 44. Others will misapprehend according to their individual views, hold on to them tenaciously, and not easily discard them. We shall not misapprehend according to individual views, nor hold on to them tenaciously, but shall discard them with ease. Thus effacement can be done. The arising of thought. Kunda. I say that even the arising of a thought concerned with salutary things and ideas is of great importance, not to speak of bodily acts and words conforming to such thought. Therefore, Kunda, the thought should be produced. Others will be harmful. We shall not be harmful here. The thought should be produced. Others will kill living beings. We shall abstain from killing living beings here. The thought should be produced. Others will misapprehend according to their individual views, hold on to them tenaciously, and not easily discard them. We shall not misapprehend according to individual views, nor hold on to them tenaciously, but shall discard them with ease. Avoidance. Suppose, Kunda, there were an uneven road and another even road by which to avoid it. And suppose there were an uneven ford and another even ford by which to avoid it. So too, a person given to harmfulness has non-harming by which to avoid it. A person given to killing living beings has abstention from killing by which to avoid it. A person given to taking what is not given has abstention from taking what is not given by which to avoid it. A person given to unchastity has chastity by which to avoid it. A person given to false speech has abstention from false speech by which to avoid it. A person given to malicious speech has abstention from malicious speech by which to avoid it. A person given to harsh speech has abstention from harsh speech by which to avoid it. A person given to gossip has abstention from gossip by which to avoid it. A person given to covetousness has non-covetousness by which to avoid it. A person given to thoughts of ill will has non-ill will by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong view has right view by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong intention has right intention by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong speech has right speech by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong action has right action by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong livelihood has right livelihood by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong effort has right effort by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong mindfulness has right mindfulness by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong concentration has right concentration by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong knowledge has right knowledge by which to avoid it. A person given to wrong deliverance has right deliverance by which to avoid it. A person overcome by sloth and torpor has freedom from sloth and torpor by which to avoid it. A person given to agitation has non-agitation by which to avoid it. A person given to doubting has freedom from doubt by which to avoid it. A person given to anger has freedom from anger by which to avoid it. A person given to hostility has freedom from hostility by which to avoid it. A person given to denigrating has non-denigrating by which to avoid it. A person given to domineering has non-domineering by which to avoid it. A person given to envy has non-envy by which to avoid it. A person given to jealousy has non-jealousy by which to avoid it. A person given to fraud has non-fraud by which to avoid it. A person given to hypocrisy has non-hypocrisy by which to avoid it. A person given to obstinacy has non-obstinacy by which to avoid it. A person given to arrogance has non-arrogance by which to avoid it. A person difficult to admonish has amenability by which to avoid it. A person given to making bad friends has making good friends by which to avoid it. A person given to negligence has heedfulness by which to avoid it. A person given to faithlessness has faith by which to avoid it. A person given to shamelessness has shame by which to avoid it. A person without conscience has conscience by which to avoid it. A person without learning has acquisition of great learning by which to avoid it. A person given to idleness has energetic endeavor by which to avoid it. A person without mindfulness has the establishment of mindfulness by which to avoid it. A person without wisdom has wisdom by which to avoid it. A person given to misapprehending according to his individual views, to holding on to them tenaciously and not discarding them easily, has non-misapprehension of individual views, non-holding on tenaciously, and ease in discarding by which to avoid it. The way upward. Kunda. As all unsalutary states lead downward, and all salutary states lead upwards, even so, Kunda. A person given to harmfulness has harmlessness to lead him upward. A person given to killing living beings has abstention from killing to lead him upwards. A person given to misapprehending according to his individual views, to holding on to them tenaciously, and not discarding them easily, has misapprehension of individual views, non-holding on tenaciously, and ease in discarding him upwards. Quenching. Kunda. It is impossible that one who is himself sunk in the mire should pull out another who is sunk in the mire. But it is possible, Kunda, that one not sunk in the mire himself should pull out another who is sunk in the mire. It is not possible, Kunda, that one who is himself not restrained, not disciplined, and not quenched as to his passions, should make others restrained and disciplined, should make them attain to the full quenching of passions. But it is possible, Kunda, that one who is himself restrained, disciplined, and fully quenched as to his passions, should make others restrained and disciplined, should make them attain to the full quenching of passions. Even so, Kunda. A person given to harmfulness has harmlessness by which to attain to the full quenching of it. A person given to killing living beings has abstention from killing by which to obtain to the full quenching of it. A person given to misapprehending according to his individual views, to holding on to them tenaciously and not discarding them easily, has non-misapprehension of individual views, non-holding on tenaciously, and ease in discarding by which to obtain the quenching of them. Conclusion. Thus, Kunda, I have shown to you the instruction on effacement. I have shown to you the instruction on thoughts arising. I have shown to you the instruction on avoidance. I have shown to you the instruction on the way upwards. I have shown to you the instruction on quenching. What can be done for his disciples by a master who seeks their welfare and has compassion and pity on them, that I have done for you, Kunda. There are these roots of trees. There are empty places. Meditate, Kunda. Do not delay, lest you later regret it. This is my message to you. Thus spoke the Blessed One. Satisfied, the Venerable Kunda rejoiced in the Blessed One's words. Translator's note. The concluding verse, added by the Teras of the First Council. Deep like the ocean is the Sutana on effacement, dealing with 44 items, showing them in 5 sections. This has been a reading of the Sallekha Sutta, translated as The Discourse on Effacement by Nyanaponika Thera. The narrator was Jennifer Hawkins, Community Director for the Secular Buddhist Association.